Happy Friday, Roanshaw Ranchers. I hope everybody is having or had a good week. As I posted earlier this week, I believe that was yesterday, Louie had ended up coming up lame. So this is what we're doing this evening. For those that don't know what that is, he has ended up with an abscess in each of his feet. The one that is on his left side actually is a pretty deep one. The one is on the, not a deep one, but it's in the middle of his hoof, where the other one is on his bulb. So we ended up taking x-rays to see how deep the abscess on his left front foot is, because it looks very, very strange, and it is right underneath his frog. So x-rays were taken. It doesn't look too deep. It also looks like he has 2 abscesses in there. So we are soaking his feet in betadine and warm water, and put them in little, they're actually IV bags from Dr. Lauren. But we've also used, if you've been with us since Gabby, we've also used tires, inner tubes of tires. And we might try and use that, but he has smaller feet, so it's not going to be the same issue as we had with Gabby with getting him to stay in them. So after we're done with this for 20 minutes, then we are going to have to wrap his hooves in a poultice pad. And fortunately, we have some of those left from Gabby. And we'll just keep doing that until the infection is gone and we draw everything out. So, yeah, not a fun afternoon, guys. You know, I'm glad that it was just an abscess. I'm not real thrilled that that he has one on each foot, and I'm not real thrilled with the abscess, the way that the one abscess looks. So, you know, we're cautiously optimistic that, you know, that it's something that just with soaking will take care of itself, and that we caught it early enough. You know, the x-rays did not show that he was as compromised, nearly as compromised as Gabby was. You know, quite honestly, this is just like flashbacks to Gabby. You know, it's the placing of it. It's right underneath the frog, and yeah, it's just got me doing flashbacks, and quite honestly, my stomach is churning, because, you know, most of you know that we ended up losing Gabby because of her feet just disintegrating, and specifically that infection got to her bone and started eating it away. So please send some positive thoughts Louie's way, that is not what is going to happen to him, and that we're able to control it, and because it's so early on, that he's going to be fine. His feet are just horrible. That's the bottom line. It was funny because we looked back at his x-rays that we took last year of him, and it was pretty much within 2 weeks of when we did x-rays of him last year. So yeah, I was hoping that the warmer weather was gonna help him out, but apparently it's just caused other problems. He still is not eating his medication. He's totally turned his nose up to that, even putting it in his regular feed, you know, transferring him back to that. And yeah, the next thing is baby food. I need to go to the store and get him some mass quantities of baby food in to mix it all up and see if we can get his medication back in him. He does have his leg tremors again. Not nearly as bad. I think it's more that he just doesn't have the control because he's trying to get the flies away. So his legs are moving a little weird, but he hasn't, knock on wood, he hasn't had what looked like headaches. So that's a good thing. But yeah, so that's the, you can see how gingerly he's walking. So I do have him on a lead line so I can control him. Or at least follow him, if not control him, so that he doesn't go out there with these guys. So I totally lost my train of thought of what I was saying. Yeah, so we're Dr. Lauren is going to be back in a couple weeks. Harry did. How about putting it in apples? Applesauce. The thing is that the medication PA that he has is in powder, so it's easier if you mix it up with like applesauce or apple flavored baby food. I've had much better luck than that with apples, because then they crunch it and spit it out and all that jazz. So yeah, so we're gonna try that our apple baby food flavor. I'm sorry, apple flavored baby food to try and get the medication in him. If he doesn't take that, I quite honestly don't know what the next step is going to be. I'll probably reach out to one of the companies and see if they have any ideas on how to get it in him. But that's Louie. And then the Harry update. Harry did very, very well with getting his shot. I've been working extensively with him about haltering. He has not been a fan of haltering. It was, I think he really didn't like his head being touched. So I've been really, really working with him, knowing that, Charlie, leave it. Hey, sorry guys. No, Charlie. Come here, buddy. Oh. Hey. Sorry, guys. So the problem with having an inquisitive horse, I'm so sorry for making you guys all seasick. The problem with having an inquisitive horse is that he picks stuff up. This is the top of the jug that I had for Louie, and then he walked away with it. So sorry for everybody that I just made incredibly, incredibly sick with moving him around, but I had a feeling that's what he was going to do. All right, so back to Harry. He did really, really well with the shot, and I have been working with him on haltering. So the tactic I was using was I was just haltering him, getting some things done, like bringing hay down, and then letting him go. Not doing any treatments on him, not doing any work with him. You know, the training was the haltering. And today when I needed him to be calm and halter nicely and not have to race around after him, he came up in spades. It was very easy to halter him, and he stayed with me while I was, because I ended up, I haltered him earlier, just in case I ran into problems so that Dr. Lauren wouldn't be waiting. And then I cleaned up his area, and he was nice and calm. And with Dr. Lauren, he was nice and calm, didn't care about the shot at all, was more worried about the flies and annoyed with the flies than anything else. So he was a true trooper, and an all-star for it. So I was very, very proud of him. You know, when he first came, he was not really trusting. You know, it's a new situation. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know who I am, what I'm doing, anything like that. So it usually takes a few weeks, and we're to that point. So now we have a better understanding of each other. We're communicating better to each other. He understands that I'm not going to do anything nasty to him. I'm not going to do anything to his face. And I think it has to do with that he's just so itchy. I always give him some nice scratches and some things to just make him more calm, which is mainly just rubbing on him. And he does really, really well with that. So, you know, very, very happy with how Harry did today. And, you know, we'll just keep working with him and making sure that everything is a positive experience for him. So our $5 Friday is still going on. It's going on for another week. You know, today was a perfect example of why we're doing the $5 Friday. We didn't anticipate that Louie was going to have x-rays done, and you know, that's a probably $200 or $300 bill right there, on top of having the shots done. So right now we're at, you know, $175, and thank you to everybody that donated. If you are able to donate, even if it's, you know, just a couple of dollars helps. If everybody gave a couple of dollars, we would have the vet bill covered. And it wouldn't even be, you know, it wouldn't even be a question. We have enough followers. We have enough people that have followed Louie and his story and the rescue. So if you're able to help, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're not, if you would share out our $5 Friday, or just share out our page to your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, Roanchar Ranchers, we will see you next week. I will keep you guys updated on what is happening with Louie. Thank you for all of the support, and please send some positive vibes to our boy here. Abscesses can get very nasty, so positive thoughts that it's not going to, that we caught it early enough, and that we're able to draw everything out, and he's going to be fine. All right, Roanchar Ranchers, I'll see you next week. Be well.